GrussellMedia.com.
7:43 in the morning time, Power 106, blazing hip hop and R&B. Big Boys Neighborhood, ladies and gentlemen. Game is in the hood.
No, it ain't no G on it.
Man, yeah, we were just saying we probably got to do it over.
We got to do a new one, man.
Man, so what's been? It's almost crazy to ask what's been going down, but we got to ask what's been going on with you, player.
Oh man, I'm like the rapping Tasmanian devil. I just spin, and when I stop, I open my eyes, and whatever it is, I eat it.
As you should, player. Yeah. Hello. Hey, man, let me ask you this, man. It's crazy that the album dropped for you. What was it, November?
No, the album dropped January.
January. That's even crazier because you got to think, man, we're in June now. You can go on stage, do the whole album, and then we were just talking about like just other cuts, man. How the name is worldwide, and at some point, man, coming through game, you hope for certain things. But do you ever just trip off of how the world knows game now?
It's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? And I still can step outside the game and just be who I am and look at it, you know what I'm saying, from that perspective too, and it's just a beautiful thing, man.
Are you a fan of game?
I'm a fan of game.
Really though?
I'm a fan of game, man.
It was so fast though, too, man. Like
it appeared.
You
know what I'm saying?
I mean, you worked hard, I'm sure, your whole life to get there.
Or you could just hear it that it's hard work.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You can hear it.
There's plenty of days, plenty of nights that just went by and Dre just beat on my head, you know what I'm saying? And it gets long and frustrating, and you don't understand when you do 3 verses and a hook and you think it's knocking, all the homies think it's knocking, everybody in the studio, engineer telling you it's knocking, Busta Rhymes come in and tell you it's knocking, Dre come in and tell you it's garbage.
He will say garbage. I mean, he'll say
no, he won't. He'll say he'll throw his hands down and he'll keep walking and eating donuts and just walk. He'll walk in one door, listen, throw his thumbs down, walk out. You probably won't see him the rest of the night.
Are you serious?
So that means come back tomorrow. That's Dre, man. He's a perfectionist. If it ain't 100%, it's no good. 99 is garbage.
But you know what, man? You can hear it on the album.
Yeah, man, from beginning to end.
Because we would have been satisfied with, you know what I'm saying, with just anything else. You know what I'm saying?
This time I got even half. I got less time to turn in my album, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm on tour, and you know what I'm saying, I gotta do records while I'm on the road, and I can't really concentrate because I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Are there any songs that made it to the album that you would say, man, that was different, or I had to rewrite that one, or it was recorded one way and Dre didn't like it, so we had
Father, Like Son.
He didn't like that one?
Like no. Like Father, Like Son was written about 3-4 times before it stuck, because it was just that I wasn't walking him through like I was supposed to, like the finished project.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when we finally got to that, when we finally got to what it is now, it was just phenomenal, and I understood, you know what I'm saying, what he meant. And that was the first song that I ever got, like, checked on.
Damn.
And you like, man, I'm talking about me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm talking about me, man. You can't tell me how to write about me.
Do it again.
Just like, you ain't taking me to the hospital. I don't see the head. You know what I'm saying? So, and Dre's like that, man. You gotta hold it down, man. You gotta do it, man.
Yeah, that's why I don't work with him, man.
That's why everybody else never come out, and that's why you don't wonder why people get dropped and they think, you know what I'm saying, they don't know what it is, you know what I'm saying? And just Dre, man, he has a set criteria on how he want things to work, and it's, if you don't follow protocol, then you end up, back in that apartment.
Hey, Game, was there any time where you was like, man, this is too much, like I can go put this out? Or
before Harlem was born, I came to a point in my album, early stages, after I recorded maybe the first 2 tracks. The second track I ever recorded was the one with Faith on it. I Don't Need Your Love. And after that, man, the next 10 tracks got rejected, and I felt like quitting, man. Laying it down. I swear to God, man. And I thought about, my son was on the way, and I just thought about going back to the hood and doing what I had to do to take care of my son, man. And I got to writing that. I wrote the documentary after that. Then came the song with Mary J. Then I wrote Put You on the Game.
Give me 30 minutes, man. I'll knock this whole album out.
I was on a roll after that, man. So shout out to Dre for holding me down, man, and being patient with me and molding me into the hip-hop legend I am today.
Now, let me ask you this, man. The album is being worked on. They want you to be a little bit more visual. The G-Unit situation comes into hand.
The G-Unit situation came into hand. This is crazy. It was definitely it was an idea that was brought to me, Dre, 50, and you know my team, my management henchman, my brother, Big Face, by Jimmy Iovine.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Iovine, you know, he has this saying where he says, you know, I'm the guy that likes to keep the Beatles together. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Jimmy Iovine's a great man, and he's definitely one of the smartest men in this business. You know what I'm saying? From that aspect, and he brought the idea to me. I didn't initially want to do it because I felt like, you know, I was a Dre, I was an Eminem, right. I'm a 50 Cent, I'm a Jay-Z, I'm a Nas, Big Pocket, right. and so forth. I didn't want to be a Lloyd Banks, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be the Young Guns. I didn't want to be, you know what I'm saying?
Right, I hear you.
Tony Yayo, yeah. So, and that's what I thought it was going to be. But then again, I had to look at the fact that they was on MTV, you know what I'm saying? And that was your quote unquote white crowd and the crowd you need, because I was just urban underground, and you know what I'm saying? So I looked at it like
it's a business,
like it's a business. So I did it. I went against, you know what I'm saying, what I felt in my heart, and I did it anyway. And I took one for the team, and I knew everything that has happened and everything that went on in the last couple of months, you know what I'm saying, as far as me and 50 beefing the Hot 97 to all the way up to what I did at the Summer Jam, I knew was going to happen. And I kept telling them the whole time. The whole time, me and this dude bumping heads. I told y'all before. Now that it's out, I can say it. I told y'all before.
Let me ask you this, man, because I'm going to get into some commercials. Okay. But let me ask you this, man. Before the public knew, how long or how bad did it, like, man, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Man. Wow. So it was times we were watching you on TV, and you were already like, man, I don't know how this gonna last.
We just, you know, like I said, on the 300-bar freestyle, we ain't friends. I'm just acting like Charles Bronson.
Man. Was it from, like, Giddy Up?
It's just that dude,
right away?
That dude got this complex, man, like he's Jesus Christ, man, the hip-hop, man.
And when you guys met, though, was it cool, right? Like, hey, what up?
Yeah, when we met, that's before he recorded in the club. So, yeah, He was cool.
He was in the video.
Yeah.
But even when I called Big, and I even talked to Game later about this, like, I showed up to the Hate It or Love It video shoot, and they were coming out of, like, the trailer, like, you know, they went there both ways, but it was real tense. Like, you can tell there was something going on. Even Jimmy Iovine was there that one day.
Yeah, Jimmy Iovine plays the mediator to everything. Right. And like I said, he's a great man. He's got everything figured out, and he knows how to win. So Jimmy Iovine personally came down to the video. Jimmy Iovine don't come down nowhere.
Right.
He don't have to.
You know?
Bentley.
Put everybody in the car. Bring him up here.
Yeah, man. But I can tell something I couldn't hit you up.
Jimmy Iovine came down, took me and 50 in the trailer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and we talked about it. And once again, he patched it up for the time being. You know what I'm saying?
And they jumped into the Red Impala and shot the video.
You know? Jimmy Iovine, he's like, man, would you
I like the
just hurry up and get this together? I can't believe this. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.
I love you, too.
Bye.
I like what Fuzzy said. The key word in Fuzzy seat was 50 jumped in the back seat.
I noticed that, dude. That's real. Because Face was in the front seat with Game.
Because he can't roll in the front of an Impala.
Hello. All right, 7:51 in the morning time. Power 106 blazing hip hop and R&B. Big Boys Neighborhood. Hurricane Game up in here.
Yo, hey, 50 things switches is moving your ass from side to side.
Welcome to the neighborhood. KPWR Los Angeles, Power 106, Big Boys Neighborhood. Hurricane Game is up in here. The game is in the neighborhood.
Speaking of hurricanes in store in November, man.
Yeah, that's the shoe, huh?
Yeah, I got the shoe. I had the big launch party in New York.
Go ahead now.
In New York, yeah, echo myself.
As you should, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Mike Jones.
Had the launch party out there, played in the Rucker in New York.
Yeah,
in New York.
Not hiding at all.
On the court, not hiding in Harlem.
Hey, man, now let me ask you this, man. Now that we are at a situation where we seen publicly where you guys kind of came out at each other, 50 more so, you know what I'm saying, at that time. You guys get to New York. Yeah. Everything appears to be patched up. What was that like? Was it 100% patched up, or was it just something that you... Hold on. Yeah. Sorry about that. I got to do that.
You not.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, but I got to do that every time that instrumental come on.
All the time.
Yeah, believe that, man. That's one of the tightest ones right there.
I just love it.
Yeah. The new intro go like this for G You Not. It go fat.
Yeah. We can't even...
Girlie. Yeah. Take a look in my eyes. You see, I'm a editor.
Hey man, did you do one? You got probably.
No, I got the Hate It or Love It remix on the CD I just gave you.
Hey,
go Hate It or Love It, the underdogs on top, and he gonna tell and go running to the cops. Go ahead, snitch on me, cause I'm Rap's MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so he can come and cuff me.
Man, you guys get to Harlem, man. You guys sit down for the press conference.
Yes.
And you go out there, man, and you're like, okay, you know what? For the kids, for business, for hip hop, whatever it is, you make sure that you like, all right, you know what? Let me go sit down and let me go do this.
Yeah.
And then you feel like damn, I'm going to do that, man. And we slap hands and everything. And how real was the hand slapping, and how real was the conference, or what did you feel afterward?
You seen any of the pictures?
Yeah.
You see my face?
Yeah.
You seen his?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked happy to be squashing me. I felt it was all fluff, because that dude is not a genuine dude. You could see straight through him, and he's bad for hip hop, man. It's just like that. I respected his work, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning, and was a fan of his music. This album, he went straight, George Michael. And, I mean, that's what it is. And when we went to the press conference, I'm sick. They wanted us to be in the same room and talk, you know what I'm saying, before the press conference, but I can't sit in the room with a dude who just sat upstairs and his security shot my little man, you know what I'm saying? And, I'm a real dude, man, and I lost all respect for that dude, and I went up there and I participated, played my part in that conference simply for the fact, first of all, I got a son, and I want to be here to see my son graduate from high school, and even want to see my son have kids. Second of all, I got fans. And I have fans that are children, you know what I'm saying? I was losing sponsorships. I was losing my endorsements. Me and Snoop's tour was coming up. I had to think about Snoop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And because the insurance, they was trying to charge us like $10 million, like 10, 15 million for insurance. Because, you know what I'm saying, our shows were supposedly,
like anything could happen.
Attracting violence, and it was a threat. So they didn't want to give us insurance for the tour. So I did it for a lot of reasons. You know what I'm saying? I did it because I thought about my family. I thought about my friends. I thought about where I was before I was a rapper, and when I wasn't financially stable enough to take care of my whole family. I thought about all those things being taken away. I don't think 50 thought about his son. I don't think he thought about Lloyd Banks, Yayo, and Young Buck not having as much security as him. You know what I'm saying? And they could get caught at any point in time. I mean, be a victim of what, you know what I'm saying, how big he opens his mouth. I don't think he thought about his family and none of that. He thinks about 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying? And
so you do the photo shoot, you guys donate the money, you get back home, you like, hey man, I'll keep quiet. You know what I'm saying? You go your way, I go my way.
Yes, sir. And
then what happens?
Man, I went my way, I kept quiet, and while I kept quiet, they kept, you know what I'm saying, they kept just, me, man. Every radio station, 50 went in FHM magazine and told him that I keep a AK-47 in my couch, in my house. He ain't never been to my house.
Ain't never been to the compound.
He ain't never been across Wilshire. I've been to everywhere. I've been to all 5 boroughs in New York. You know what I'm saying? I got it's in every hood. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere I go, it's all love. It's always love with me because I'm real. I go to Foot Locker, I'll be in there by myself or with one guy just so if something break out, it's just 2 of us getting out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but it's whatever. I'm not scared of my own people, man. And they see that and they love me for that, man. That's the people's champion, and everybody loves a good underdog, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Quit playing the bully, man, because the bully always lose in the end, man.
Now, when you guys, when it comes to where you're saying, okay, you know what, man, it's too much now. It's too much. They go publicly on radio. They so-called kick you out of G Unit. When did you just say, okay, all right, I'm up against the wall now? You know what I'm saying? It's time for me to go ahead and do something.
The Summer Jam out there.
Now, take us through what happened with Summer Jam for Hot 97 in New York.
Summer Jam, man, I tell you, I walk you through 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? The 10 minutes before show. 10 minutes before show, I got a new artist from Philly named Rockstar. Him and Cassidy came up together. There's beef, and I talked to Swiss Beats. They put them two together, and they squashed their beef. You know what I'm saying? And I went back to the dressing room, and I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? If I do what I'm about to do, there's consequences. You know what I'm saying? I already told Dre, I broke my vow to Dre I told Dre that I wasn't going to do this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it like, man, it's 50,000 people out there. I get a mic. My voice is going to ring out through every speaker, over every seat for 50,000 people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in Giant Stadium. I'm in New York. I'm in his hometown. If I do this, I might get bottles thrown at me, chairs, anything. You know what I'm saying? I went out there, and then it's time for showtime, man. My heart is beating. It's pounding, you know what I'm saying? Thumping. I don't know what's about to happen. I get out there, I do West Side Story, and I do Hate It or Love It, and I stop the music, man. It ain't feeling right. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like I'm feeling like a turtle with his head in his shell. You know what I'm saying? Like a coward, man, because they've been killing me even after the press conference, and I've been promising everybody I was going to stay shut. And it's kind of like the boy who cried wolf. Every time I call and say 50, you know, here's another interview with 50, you know what I'm saying, it's trying to kill me, or Yayo, or any of them cowards is talking about me, nobody listens, you know what I'm saying? But soon as Game do something, everybody, the whole world knows. CNN, it's on, you know what I'm saying? It's on every syndicated news show and all the internet. So I stopped the music, and first thing I said was 50 Cent.
What the crowd say at that point?
Everybody jaws dropped, because from then they knew it was on. I had my homie bring out my G-Unit chain, and I played How We Do, and I threw the G-Unit chain into the crowd about 100 feet. Some Puerto Rican kid jumped up and snatched it. I'm talking about he had calves like MJ in 85. But he snatched the G-Unit chain. I go into How We Do. I do my verse. And then it comes to his verse. I put Gold Daytonas on the Cherry 6. He put, the Doors on the Escalade. I forget his verse. He ain't rapped it in so long. So that come on, right? I don't rap it. I tell the crowd, this is y'all king, right? This y'all king of New York. Y'all know his part. Sing it. Sing it. And I'm talking to him like, I'm talking to hon like yelling at him. Sing it. Sing this. This yours. Sing it. Nobody singing. Everybody jaws is dropped. It's just playing. So I go in and I say, this only feel you just a little bit. This only feel you just a little bit. The hood only feel you just a little bit. So stop the singing. Let's get back to some killers. You know what I'm saying? I keep chanting it, and people start chanting with me. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And then I go out that song, and I bring it back.
Yeah.
And at the beginning of the song, you know how the claps come in. The claps came in, and I say, you know what I'm saying? 50 Cent can suck my, Yayo can suck my, Lloyd Banks can suck my, Olivia can suck. And so I go into that, and then I stop it, then I bring it back again. Oh, yeah. Can suck my, Tony Yayo can suck my, Lloyd Banks can, G-Unit can suck my, 50 Cent can, Tony Yayo can, you hating on the West End, suck my, G-Unit. So I went into that, right? Right. I'm glad you gave me that beat so I could paint a visual for it. So I went into that, and then a rat came out. A dude in the costume came out dancing like one of the Tommy the Clowns or something, or one of them people, like one of the people in the rise movie, right? And he came up to me with it, right? I turned around, and I forgot that it was my homie inside the suit. I took the mic, gave him one to the face, and really knocked him out.
That's what
he fell down, went unconscious, and the homies kicked him.
And people were probably like, yeah, man,
everybody forgot. You know what I'm saying? Because when you see a rat, you think 50 Cent. So I can see how people easily got it confused. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they started kicking the rat and stomping the rat, and New York was going crazy, and it was crazy. And they dragged the rat out, then the gorilla came out. Right. You know what I'm saying? Tony Yayo came out. Right. He had the shoestring wife beater on. No. And he came out doing the rise. He was doing the rise. He was doing the Tommy the Clown.
Hey man, let me ask you this, Game. What's something that just being there that you just witnessed, like man, the public don't even know about this, or if people could see this. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to get into just on our end, just burning cats up, but just what's that one thing where you like, man, if they only knew?
After I killed that man in his own town, the people was just riding with me. Not one, didn't nobody spit, not one bottle, not a chair, no booze in New York City. 50,000, and this is their king. Nah.
Now, what about just sitting away from the microphone?
Right.
Away, just in the studio, at the house, on the tour bus, at an airport, or just something where you seen it, you was like, man, if people knew this about
inside,
about him or about her,
if people really knew that Olivia had a penis, they would be just blown away.
Wow.
It's true. If people really knew that Lloyd Banks was really in that porno. It's either or. You can take either or, man. I try. I covered it up because when it's like the government when you on G unit. You know what I'm saying? G unit, whatever they call themselves. And 50, I don't call him 50 no more because the real 50 Cent, he died. He got shot in the 80s. And so this guy name we call him Boo Boo. Or Curdy. Pretty Curdy.
Hey, man, where do you think
Curdy.
this... Where do you think this will go to? And I don't mean violent age. I mean, where do you think, there's people that could be out there saying, oh, man, Game, he talking too much. Why Game coming out?
You want to know why? Because I held my tongue for the longest, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm in defense mode. And now that I'm in defense mode, I don't care, man. I'm gone. I'm gone until he's everything repeats itself, right?
Right.
G Unit is Murder Inc.
What bothers you the most out of the whole situation? What's the one thing that really
Dead. He don't want to let nobody eat but himself. That's where it all started. That's where it all began. Just a selfish dude. Lloyd Banks, Young Buck, Tony Yayo. One day they gonna blow up. You know what I'm saying? And get mad because he don't pay him. He don't pay him for doing the G Unit ads. I mean, one time it's like, yeah, we want Game to do a G Unit ad, and I'm like, well, I need a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? And they no, and they looked at Jimmy Henchman and my brother face like they was crazy. Like, what? We don't pay Banks. We don't pay Buck. Why?
Just publicity.
Yeah, just publicity.
Free church.
I'm like, man, I ain't wearing that shit, man.
You know
what I'm saying?
Wow. Game is in the neighborhood, y'all. Game is in the neighborhood. Stick around your radio.
Olivia's penis is in the neighborhood, too.
GrussellMedia.com